Good morning, students. So, today we are going to discuss the applications of central limit theorem. So, in my last classes, we have discussed the different types of central limit theorems. Today, we are going to discuss the applications of central limit theorem. First application: if x1, x2, xn are IID means identically independently distributed binomial distribution with parameter r and p, that is b of r and p, parameters are r and p, then Sn equal to x1 plus x2 plus xn, its mean expectation of Sn is summation of xi, that is summation of rp. R and p are constants. If you add rp value up to n times, you will get nrp. Understand? The expectation of Sn is nrp. Here already we discussed the x1, x2, n are IID. All are identically independently distributed with a common mean. That's why the expectation of xi is rp only for all I. So if you add rp up to n times, you will get nrp. Therefore, expectation of Sn is nrp. Similarly, find the variance of Sn. Variance of Sn equal to variance of summation xi or summation of variance of xi. You know that in binomial distribution, the variance is rpq. Instead of npq, here we take rpq. That is fixed, or it is a common for all x1, x2, xn. If you add that rpq up to n times, you will get n into rpq. Therefore, variance of Sn is nrpq. Understand? So, mean of Sn is nrp and variance of Sn is nrpq. Then by using central limit theorem, so limit as n tends to infinity, probability that so a is less than or equal to Sn minus e of Sn divided by variance of Sn. So this is nothing but Snv. So what is the Snv formula? X minus mu divided by sigma. So by using that theory, a is less than or equal to Sn minus e of Sn divided by square root of variance of Sn is less than b equal to pi of b minus pi of a. So that implies limit as n tends to infinity, probability a is less than or equal to Sn minus nrp divided by square root of nrp into 1 minus p less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi a. Here we substitute the mean and variance of Sn. Understand? So this is the application of central limit theorem for binomial distribution. Then we come to second one. So if yn is binomial variate with parameters n and p, then limit as n tends to infinity, probability that a is less than or equal to yn minus np divided by root of np into q. Instead of q, write 1 minus p is less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi a, where p is lies between 0 to 1. So we prove this theorem. Let x1, x2, xn are binomial, follow the binomial distribution with parameters n and p. Then when x1, x2, xn is binomial, yn is also a binomial. So instead of this Sn, we substitute yn. So what will get? Limit as n tends to infinity, probability a is less than or equal to yn minus e of yn divided by square root of variance of yn is less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi a. Or that implies limit as n tends to infinity, probability that a is less than or equal to yn minus. So what is the mean of yn? Mean of yn is np divided by variance of yn is npq is less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi a. So understand? So once again I will repeat. Limit as n tends to infinity, probability that a is less than or equal to yn minus e of yn divided by square root of variance of yn. So this is nothing but Snv formula is less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi. Substitute the values. Limit as n tends to infinity, p of a is less than yn minus expectation of yn is np, variance of yn is npq. Substitute the value yn minus np divided by square root of npq is less than b equal to pi b minus pi. Understand? Next application is the central limit theorem is also applied in Poisson distribution. If yn is distributed as a Poisson with parameter n, then limit as n tends to infinity, p of a is less than yn minus a divided by root of n is less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi. So we have to prove like this. So for instance, limit as n tends to infinity, probability yn is less than small n, that equal to 1 by 2, because summation e raised to minus n raised to k divided by k factorial, that equal to 1 by 2. We taken up to half of that. So that's why the value of summation e raised to minus n raised to k upon x factorial is 1 by 2 as n tends to infinity. So we prove this theorem. Let x1, x2, xn be IID follows the Poisson with parameter 1. Then Sn equal to what? Sn is sum of n random variables, x1 plus x2 plus xn. That follows the Poisson with parameter n. Yn equal to we take as a Sn. Then we know the central limit theorem. Probability a is less than or equal to yn minus n divided by root n is less than b. Then substitute the value. P of a is less than or equal to Sn minus n divided by root n less than or equal to b, that equal to pi b minus pi a as tends to infinity. So this is nothing but the SNV. P of a is less than or equal to Sn minus its mean is n divided by root n, which is less than b equal to pi b minus pi. So in particular, if you take a equal to minus infinity, b equal to 0. So what will get? P of a is less than or equal to yn minus n upon root n less than b equal to, substitute the value. P of yn minus n upon root n is less than equal to 0. That equal to P of yn is less than or equal to n, pi b minus pi a. Pi of b is 0, a is pi of minus infinity. So that is minus infinity to 0 is nothing but 1 by 2 value for normal distribution. Therefore, the value of this is 1 by 2. So by using 1 and 2, probability yn is less than or equal to n equal to 1 by 2 as n tends to infinity. And so prove the theorem. So one more note I have given. So central limit theorem can also be written like this. If x1, x2, xn are IID, Sn equal to x1 plus x2, xn, then limit as n tends to infinity, P of a is less than or equal to Sn minus e of Sn divided by square root of variance of Sn is less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi. Similarly, instead of Sn, suppose we get a mean xn bar. So we can use the central limit theorem like this. Limit as n tends to infinity, probability a is less than or equal to xn bar minus expectation of xn bar divided by root of variance of xn bar is less than b, that equal to pi b minus pi a. That means Sn in SNV may be sum or it may be mean. So central limit can be applied for sum as well as the mean also. Understand? Okay. Thank you.